in the previous classes we had seen the structure of the present tense, the past tense. Today we will see the structure of the future tense. As we know that future tense refers to any activity which is going to happen in the future. It has not happened yet. Okay, so let's see. We will start with the simple future tense. Simple future tense means anything or any activity which is going to happen in the near future. It has not happened yet. If we get a positive sentences for simple future tense, we take the subject. If it is singular, we take I. If it is plural, we take we. We can either say shall or will, and we take the first form of the verb. Okay? Now, the first example is I. I is the subject. We can say either will or shall play. If it is plural, we say we. Either we can say will or shall go. Okay? Now, we will see what we do if we get negative sentences. If we have a negative sentences, we again take the subject. We can either say shall or will. We add not and the first form of the verb. Okay? For example, I shall not play. I will not go. Okay? Now, let's see interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences will ask questions. There is a question mark after that. For example, we can say either shall or will plus subject and again the first form of the verb. For example, shall I play? We put a question mark because we are not sure if it is going to happen in the future or not. Will he go? We are not sure whether he will go or not because it is something which is going to happen in the future. Now we will see the structure of the future continuous tense. In future continuous tense, if we get a positive sentence, what we do is first we see the subject. We can either say shall be or will be with the ing form of the verb. For example, if we get a sentence like I will be playing, here subject is I, singular. We can say will be or shall be and the ing form of the verb is playing. If we get a sentence where the subject is plural, we will say they shall be or will be going. Okay. Now, if we have a negative sentence, we take the subject, we take will or shall plus not, be and ing form of the verb. For example, if the subject is singular, we can say I will not be going because it is a negative sentence. It has to have a no or not. If we take the subject as plural, we can say they will not be studying because it is a negative sentence. Okay. Similarly, if we get interrogative sentences where it asks questions, there will be a question mark at the end. The structure will be like we can say shall or will, subject plus be and again the ing form of the verb followed by a question mark. Example, shall I be playing? Here subject is I and the ing form of the verb is playing. If we take it another way, we can say will he be playing? This is the example of another sentence. Okay, now we will see the structure of the future perfect tense. Future perfect tense means any activity which will be completed in the near future. For example, if we have a positive sentence, we first take the subject. We can say shall, have or will have and we take the third form of the verb. For example, here I is the subject. I shall have and the third form of the verb is played. I shall have played. And if the subject is plural, we will say we will have started. This is talking about activity which will be happening in the future. Now, if we have negative sentences, we just add not. For example, we take the subject, we will either say shall or will, we will take not and have and the third form of the verb. And the example of this is I shall not have played. Here, the third form of the verb is played. we shall not have played. If the subject is plural, we will say we. Similarly, in interrogative sentences, the structure is also very simple. We will take shall or will and the subject plus have plus the third form of the verb. For example, will I have played or shall I have played followed by a question mark. Will they have played followed by a question mark. This is the example of an interrogative sentence. Okay, finally we will see the structure of the future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense means any activity which will be going on in the future. Okay. Now we will see the structure. If we have a positive sentence, we take the subject. We can either say shall have been or will have been, and we take the ing form of the verb. For example, here the subject is singular. We will say I. We will say shall have been, and playing is the ing form of the verb. So the sentence will be I shall have been playing. If the subject is plural, we will say they will have been singing. This is talking about any activity which will be going on in the future. Negative sentences, we will just add not. We will take the subject, either shall or will not have been, and we will take the ing form of the verb. And the example is, if the subject is singular, we will say I shall not have been playing. Here we have to see if we are going according to the structure or not. If the subject is plural, we will say they will not have been reading. Okay. Now similarly, if we get interrogative sentences which will be followed by a question mark, and the structure is, we will say either shall or will. We will take the subject, have been, and the ing form of the verb. And the example is shall I have been reading, because it is talking about a sentence in the future, and that is also an interrogative sentence, so it will have a question mark at the end. And if the subject is plural, we will say we have been playing, because we are asking a question and it is an interrogative sentence. Okay, so we have seen the structure of all the tenses, present, past and future. In the next class we will deal with the tenses.